Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making spicy, delicious spaghetti and meatballs. You definitely should give this recipe a try because this was the best dish I ate all week. I made this yesterday and thought, wow, this is so good. Best thing I've ate all week. So let's hurry and get started. Here I have 1 pound of 80/20 beef. I like to break it up with a fork so when I throw in the ingredients, it doesn't all just roll over to the side. I threw in some parsley, fresh garlic, onions that you will see in a second. There we go. Breadcrumbs. I did use the seasoned breadcrumbs. 2 tablespoons of chili garlic sauce. This is almost mandatory. It gives it amazing flavor, and I will always make my meatballs with chili garlic sauce from now on. It's amazing. Season really well with salt and pepper. The seasoned breadcrumbs is definitely not enough seasoning. I threw in an egg, some Parmesan cheese, and again, the salt from the cheese is also not enough. There is nothing worse than bland meatballs. They need salt. Too much salt is never good, I understand, but again, meatballs are usually really bland if they're not seasoned properly. I sprinkled in a little bit of oregano and then poured in some whole milk. I always add milk to my meatballs. And then you want to give everything a good mix. These are so flavorful, definitely the best meatballs I've ever tried. I think spaghetti and meatballs are definitely one of my favorite things to eat. A bowl of flavorful spaghetti and meatballs with a glass of wine and garlic bread, what's better? You tell me, because I don't know. All right, you want to form these into little balls. You can make them as big or as little as you'd like. And I fried these in vegetable oil. I fried them for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. You want a nice crust on the outside and you want them to move easily around the pan. You don't want them to get stuck. Then you want to remove them and get started on your sauce. You can use any recipe you'd like for that. But really quickly, I just threw in some onions, some fresh garlic, some chili flakes, and some crushed tomatoes. I just used 1 can of crushed tomatoes. I always add a bit of sugar. That's optional, but tomatoes are very acidic and the sugar definitely helps cut it down a bit. I always season with salt and pepper. I poured in some red wine. I drink Pinot Noir, so that's usually what I have on hand. You can use any type of red wine you'd like, or you can omit it altogether. Give everything a stir, and then I place the meatballs back into the sauce. Or back into the pan, I should say, because there wasn't no sauce in the first place. All right, give everything a stir gently. Make sure not to break them up. And then you want to cover this and let it simmer for as long as you can. I did about 30 to 40 minutes. I like them to get really tender and the sauce to thicken up nicely. I then threw in the spaghetti. You can use any pasta you'd like. I love spaghetti. Gave everything a toss. And at this point, the meatballs should definitely hold their shape, but still be a little gentle. Now all that's left to do is sprinkle on some parsley so we get a good photo for social media. Grate some Parmesan cheese on top. That part is for flavor. And then we are going to devour this. If you follow this exact recipe and you season the meatballs well, trust me, you will love these. Unless you hate spice, in that case, I mean, there's nothing I can do. But if you like spice, you will really enjoy this. You saw how simple this is to make. Oh, and quick thing, I forgot to mention earlier, but I did add jalapenos to the meatballs. I did remove the seeds, okay? I think that's it. I hate to leave you all, but you guys have some work to do. Go to your kitchen and make this ASAP. If you do, let me know how it turns out. And I want to thank you all so much for watching.